Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. I have a delicious recipe for you, and it's one of those recipes that you can do in the morning before you go to work or do whatever you're going to do all day. Then you come home after a long day and your house smells wonderful, and the family dives into just a delicious, comforting kind of home kind of cooked meal. It's called No Peak Beef, and it's one of my family's favorites. And basically, it's beef in like a mushroom sour cream gravy, and it's just yummy. All right, let's get started with the sauce. Starts out with 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. This is my husband Bob's. This is one of his favorites, and I happen to really love it too. So 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. 1½ cups of sour cream. 1 envelope of dried onion soup mix. They come about 2 to the box normally, so just 1 of those envelopes right in there. This gives the sauce some great oniony flavor. The onions and the mushrooms really work well together. This is the easiest recipe. And then a 1/2 cup of milk and a little bit of a dry red wine. Maybe about 1/4 cup, or maybe a little more. And you just whisk that together, and that's the sauce. It's that easy. And that's why I was saying that you know, if you have 2 to 3 minutes in the morning, you can just throw this together, and then you come home and dinner's done. I love those kind of recipes. So that's the wonderful mushroom onion wine sauce. All right, now I've got my slow cooker. You could also do this casserole in the oven, bake it all in the oven. That works well too. But I've got about 2½ pounds of stew meat, or you can just take a chuck roast and chunk it up. I've got it in nice 2-inch chunks. Season up that meat a little bit with some salt and pepper. And then we're going to add that sauce right on top. Get every little last bit of that out. And then we're going to add some mushrooms. About 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms go in there too. And that's it. It's that easy. I told you that was simple. You can just kind of stir it to combine to just get all that mushroom sauce and those mushrooms all in there. Coat that beef. And at this point, you can either put the lid on it, turn your slow cooker on low for 6 to 8 hours. You're gone all day. That meat gets really nice and tender. That gravy just gets wonderful. Or you can, if you need to get it done quicker, you can turn your slow cooker on high, cook it in about 4 to 6 hours. You can also do this all in a covered casserole dish in your oven at about 350 degrees, and it takes about 2½ hours until that meat is just falling apart and wonderful. And here's what it comes out to be. Just get this great gravy. The mushrooms and that beef is just the most tender beef in the whole wide world. And this is great on top of mashed potatoes, which is what we're doing here, or hot buttered noodles, maybe a little dollop of sour cream on top, and it's just yummy. Everybody loves this. And that nice, inexpensive cut of meat, we're all watching our budget these days, just gets wonderfully tender and delicious. Garnish it with a little bit of fresh parsley. And there you go. It's my no peak beef. And by the way, no peeking while this is cooking. I don't know why, but just because. There you go. Recipes on our website. You can also pick it up at any Festival Foods. Enjoy. I'm always cooking. You know I'm cooking all the time. We'll see here on Living with Amy. We've got a whole bunch of budget recipes, dirt cheap recipes that taste like $1 million. And then on the weekend, Sunday, I'm making meatloaf. Sunday on Good Day Wisconsin, I'm making a cheesy, delicious meatloaf. If you like cheeseburgers, you're going to love this one. So we'll see you Sunday.